Hi guys, this is Mark from WeLoveCoffeemakers.com. Brief video on the Aerobie AeroPress. I've had mine for a few months now. That's what it comes in. Simple little box with a lot of people's reviews on the back. But enough about the box, let's have a look at the actual press. Strange looking device. Resembles a syringe really, like something you would find in a hospital rather than for brewing coffee at home. There's a plunger there with a very durable rubber plunger. A tube, basic tube. The plunger fits snugly inside the tube. You push down through a filter which goes in the end. And that produces your coffee. Now, let me show you exactly how to make an espresso shot using the AeroPress. Like I said, I've had mine for a few months now, and I think I've kind of mastered a good tasting espresso shot made with the AeroPress. So without further ado, spilling my beans everywhere. Without further ado, let me show you. Now, if you don't have any scales handy, I found that if you use the scoop that comes with the AeroPress and just overfill it with beans, that's the perfect amount for a great tasting shot. Okay, so I'm going to grind these up in front of you, let's have a look. Now the grind you want is a fine grind. Now, I like something in between a fine and a medium. The finer the better, but too fine and it can compact, so you'll find it very hard to push the plunger through the AeroPress. So not too fine. Here we go. Okay, that's about right. Once you finish grinding your beans, next is to get a paper filter. Now the AeroPress comes with 350 of these round paper filters. You can buy more if and when needed, but I actually purchased an additional reusable filter. Now, this is a metal filter, which doesn't come with the AeroPress. It's something you can buy. I think it's around $20. And this will actually save you money in the long run. It's a metal disc, I don't know if you can see that, with tiny holes, and like I said, it can be used over and over again. But for this video we'll be using the paper. So you take your paper filter, you place it in the bottom of there. Some people say to moisten this. I don't think it's necessary really. Screw that on there tightly. Okay, now get your ground coffee, and because it's already measured, we just pour it straight in. Before I forget, the AeroPress does come with a funnel. To be honest, I often forget to use it, but it does make pouring the coffee in a lot easier. Let's get all your coffee in there. Okay. Give it a little shake to even it out. Now get your cup. Best dad, like always. Place your AeroPress on top. Now I've got some water here. It's off the boil, so it's not directly boiled. Just off the boil. I've left it sitting for what, 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, to get the right temperature. Now, you need to if you see on the AeroPress here, you have a set of numbers. You need to fill up to number 2 with your water. Okay. Now, if you see the top here, I don't know if you can see that. quick stir, make sure the ground's down. Now, this is a technique which I've seen someone else do. Now basically, you put the plunger in at an angle, push slightly and then pull up. Now what this does is it creates a vacuum, so that will stop any coffee dripping prematurely. As you can see in there, some of the coffee has already come out. For Americano, it's fine. So I'm going to keep it in there, you can throw that away. But once you put the plunger in there and got that pressure, it actually stops any coffee dripping out before it's needed. Now let that sit for 1 or 2 minutes. Because we're on video, let's pretend it's been there for 2 minutes. Now slowly push down. Believe it or not, it's a lot easier than what it looks. I'm putting very little pressure on here, pushing very slowly. Now as you get to the bottom, you'll start to hear some hissing noises. Just like those espresso machines. It smells lovely. I wish you guys could smell this. And that's basically it. It's a nice coffee concentrate there, which is on par with an espresso, to be honest. You can either drink that like that, or as I prefer, top it up with hot water. And that'll give you a great tasting Americano coffee made using your AeroPress. That's basically it. This is Mark from wheelofcoffeemakers.com. Thanks for watching.